这挺大的，这挺大的。
啥大？这那。
我们一夜打就很厉害。
快。
Is tied with practiced hands. Every bow carries the fingerprint of its maker. No two are exactly alike.
Mr. Kimimi.
Visual.
Is that it was a lot
Over a small fire. Another narrator. Just as the bow is personalized, so are the arrows.
I don't know.
Simple wooden points for birds. Metal tipped arrows for natural resin. Feathers guide their flight. Some arrows carry powerful traditional substances. Knowledge passed only from elder hunters to trusted apprentices. This knowledge is sacred, never shared lightly, never taken for granted. Scene 9, the final moment. Visual. A hunter raises his bow slowly. A spring hare freezes. The arrow flies. Narrator. When the moment comes, there is no hesitation, no noise, only breath and release. The Hadzabe rely on accuracy born from lifelong practice. The hunter may take only the shot he knows will be ethical and effective. Every arrow Visual. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the hunt is never about glory. It is about community. Food is shared equally. Celebrated. Talked about around fires that burn moments at night. In this circle of warmth and smoke, stories flow. Stories of hunts, ancestors, and a way of life unchanged for millennia. Ending scene, sunset on the savannah. Visual. The sun sinks behind the acacia trees. Children play. The wind grows quiet. Narrator. In a world that changes faster each day, the Hadzabe remain a reminder of our shared human origins. Of a time when humanity lived with the land, not on top of it. Their traditions are not relics. They are living knowledge. Wisdom carved in wood, spoken in tracks. Carried in the footsteps of hunters who walk with the rhythm of the earth. This is the world of the Hadza.
Kata hiyo si rekodi. Kata vitunguu vyako.
Amena kwa.
Achida ukuchame kuchate kota kwe achida pike oku mana akwata wimo olaniko imo olaniko mana
Chichi klein alumek.
Lume agwa kota obi kota. Una pili kwemata tsere. Ichina. Happy.
Seme wela.
Wela. Kau tahu ayah. Kau ayah.
Semewela.
Wala sama cara sa no semengu.
Tak kemana pe.
No semengu sa no semengu.
Kat mana awak ni kat.
Toto.
Mana kita kau bawa? Mana kita kau hak? Dah nak saya kau. Agak aku. Asok. Enggak hak.
Kuasa kita tu aku. Isawani nak. Oh no. Oh siapa ada? Oh kota om aku saya kuru. Kina tu.
Rami anak rami rami.
Apa ni? Ada jaga jo. Ada mana?
Kita ni kita. Pipi kita bayi kita nak kau ini. Ati mah. Kalau pina sasa sebuah yang oh.
Alaka sini aku ada tu ayah jana.
Bala.
Thảo gục không gục, thảo qua gục có bà thưa gục, chơi bà là gục, bà là hấp.
Hadzabe music, the ancient soundtrack of survival, spirit, and community. The Hadzabe people of northern Tanzania are one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer tribes in the world. Living near Lake Eyasi, they maintain a way of life that has remained largely unchanged for thousands of years. Central to their cultural identity and community life is music, a powerful, expressive tradition that brings the tribe together and connects them with nature, their ancestors, and each other. The role of music in Hadzabe life. For the Hadzabe, music is not a separate art form, it's woven into daily life. Unlike modern societies where music may be confined to concerts, recordings, or entertainment venues, Hadzabe music is functional, spiritual, and communal. It is not performed in the conventional sense, it is experienced and lived, often spontaneously. Music is used for celebration, after a successful hunt or community gathering. Storytelling. Passing down tribal stories, myths, and history through song. Rituals and ceremonies, including rites of passage, healing dances, initiation, and weddings. Bonding and play, around the campfire in the evening, singing, clapping, and dancing. Spiritual connection, songs are often directed toward spirits of the forest, ancestors, or used in rainmaking rituals. Instruments, rhythm from the earth. Most Hadzabe music is vocal and percussive, made using the body and natural instruments. Instruments are few but deeply symbolic and effective. Drums, often crafted from hollowed logs and animal skins. Used for rhythm in group dances and ceremonies. Gourds and shakers, filled with seeds or pebbles to create percussive textures. Hand clapping and body stomping, a fundamental part of rhythm making, often performed by everyone present. Wooden flutes and bows, rare but used occasionally for melodic lines, sometimes mimicking bird calls or forest sounds. Despite the simplicity of tools, the music is rich, layered, and emotionally resonant, creating an immersive experience that resonates through the open bush. Music is oral tradition and education. In the absence of written language or recorded archives, music is the Hadzabe's living memory. Songs serve as oral textbooks, teaching how to track animals, what plants are edible or medicinal, tribal history and legends, behavioral codes and social expectations. Children learn by watching and participating, absorbing rhythm, language, and cultural meaning from a young age. This ensures that traditional knowledge is passed from one generation to the next in an engaging and unforgettable way. Dance, the movement of spirit and joy. Hadzabe music is almost always accompanied by dance. It is not choreographed but rather intuitive, flowing with the rhythm of the drums and the song. Dance reinforces unity. Everyone joins in, elders, women, children. Energy release. After a long hunt or ceremony. Spiritual engagement, used in trance or healing rituals. The atmosphere during. Hadzabe tribe, raise a beautiful family, real African tribal life, what we eat in the bush, cute kids, food gathering and funny moments. Welcome to another beautiful day with the Hadzabe tribe, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer families in Africa, living in the wild heart of Tanzania. Here, life is simple, natural, and full of meaning. No phones, no supermarkets, no electricity, only family, nature, love, and survival. Family life and culture. The Hadzabe people live in small family groups. Men hunt, women gather fruits and roots, and children learn by watching, exploring, and helping parents. Their families are strong because everything is shared: food, stories, music, and laughter. Kids grow up outdoors, playing with sticks, mud, and nature, not screens. They learn survival skills from a young age, shooting mini bows, finding wild honey, climbing trees, and helping prepare food. Daily life in the wild. In this video, you will see how Hadzabe hunters prepare their arrows and tools, How families gather fruits, roots, and honey from nature. Cooking food over an open wood fire, no pots, no oil, just natural roasted meat. Kids helping, playing, laughing, and copying adults in a funny and cute way. What we eat today, natural bush menu. Today's meal is 100% natural, straight from the land. Fresh wild berries. Baobab fruit full of vitamins. Sweet honey from the forest. Roasted meat cooked on wooden sticks. Edible roots and wild vegetables. This is real organic food, no chemicals, no plastic, no factory. Just nature's blessings. Funny heartwarming moments. The children steal the show. You'll smile when they play in the dust, mimic hunters, and even act like a panda just for fun. Their laughter is pure, their playtime is simple, and their happiness is real. This is childhood in its purest form. Life lessons from the Hadzabe. Their life teaches us. You don't need much to be happy. Hadzabe women, beyond the hunt, daily life and roles. The Hadzabe are one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer communities in Africa, living in northern Tanzania around Lake Eyasi. While men focus on hunting, Hadzabe women are central to the community's survival, culture, and social structure. Their roles extend far beyond the gathering of food. They maintain the family, teach traditions, and sustain the social and spiritual life of the group. 1. Gathering and subsistence. The most visible role of Hadzabe women is gathering. While men hunt, women spend much of their day collecting plant-based resources. This includes fruits and berries. Women know the locations of wild berries, baobab fruit, and other seasonal fruits that provide vital nutrition. Tubers and roots. They dig for tubers, roots, and edible plants that serve as staple foods. Honey collection. Honey is a prized food and energy source. Women often locate and carefully harvest wild honey from hives and trees, sometimes using smoke to safely collect it. Women are the experts in plant knowledge, knowing which plants are safe to eat, which are medicinal, and which can be used for other purposes, such as dyes or fire starters. Their expertise is passed down through generations, ensuring survival skills continue. 2. Childcare and education. Hadzabe women are primary caregivers for children. Their role goes far beyond feeding and comforting. They are the first teachers and guides in a child's life. Teaching survival skills. From a young age, children accompany women during gathering trips. They learn to identify edible plants, medicinal herbs, and natural dangers. The sun had only just slipped below the horizon, socialization, leaving a soft band of orange light glowing behind the hills. Evening in the Hadzabe camp settled quickly, but not quietly. Children's voices drifted through the air, half songs, half laughter, as they finished their games and followed the scent of dinner toward the fire. Tonight's meal had been gathered just hours before. Some of the older kids had joined the women and men in searching for tubers, peeling them with small stone tools until the pale flesh shone beneath the skin. Others had climbed low branches to collect berries still warm from the day's sunlight. A lucky pair had even found a honey-guide bird, calling and chattering, leading them to a hive tucked between branches. They returned triumphantly with honey dripping into a gourd bowl. Now the children sat in a loose circle, knees dusty, faces glowing with firelight. A mother passed around roasted tubers wrapped in leaves, their smoky scent rising with every opening. A few of the kids clapped softly as a father placed a small cooked bird on a wooden plate. Everyone knew it had taken patience and careful aim. As they ate, their excitement bubbled over. One boy, about 8, held his tuber like a prize. "I dug this one. I found it first," he said proudly. His younger cousin leaned close, amazed. "It's so big. You must be the best finder today." Across the circle, a girl dipped her fingers into the honey, letting the golden syrup stretch in long shining threads before tasting it. Her smile was slow and bright, the kind that made the other children giggle in response. She wiped her sticky fingers on a leaf, then offered a share to the toddler beside her, who took it and squealed with delight. Parents watched, half listening to their children's chatter, half lost in their own quiet conversations. One mother gently brushed dust from the hair of her son, who was falling asleep mid-bite. Another leaned toward the fire, checking the last simmering pieces of root tea.
Motivational, inspired by the Hadzabe tribe, by Didier Abika. Act I, the call of the wild, soft, reflective opening. Soft tone, ambient tribal drums, distant wind. Success. It is not given. It is not inherited. It is earned. And the Hadzabe know this truth better than anyone. They do not wait for life to hand them abundance. They do not wait for opportunity to fall into their laps. They rise. They hunt. They take the chance. Every morning, they awaken barefoot on the red earth. They see the sun rise over the horizon and know, this is the day. This is the day to walk further, to hunt smarter, to survive stronger. Every day is uncertain. Every day is a risk. Every day is an opportunity, if you dare to take it. Pause, soft. And you, yes, you, have the same choice. Do you wait? Do you hesitate? Or do you take the chance? Life will challenge you. Life will test you. Life will push you to the edge. The Hadzabe walk miles under the scorching sun. They hunt through uncertainty. They track prey that might never come. They take the chance because standing still is not an option. Pause. Every great achievement starts with risk. Every breakthrough begins with courage. Every dream requires a step into the unknown. You cannot achieve without trying. You cannot succeed without risk. You cannot rise without the willingness to take a chance. Pause, slow. The Hadzabe teach us. When the arrow may miss, you still aim. When the prey may escape, you still pursue. When the path is unknown, you still walk it. Act 3, embracing fear and failure, full energy stage. Stronger voice, rhythmic, building drums into cinematic energy. Fear will try to stop you. Doubt will whisper in your ear. The world will tell you, wait. Not now. You cannot. But the Hadzabe do not wait. They do not ask for permission. They act. You must act. Every risk you take teaches you. Every failure you face strengthens you. Every no you hear is a step closer to your ultimate yes. Pause, reflective. The arrow that misses its mark is not wasted, it teaches precision. The hunt that fails is not lost, it teaches patience. The day that seems impossible is not futile, it teaches endurance. Success is not the absence of failure. It is the mastery of it. Build energy. When you take the chance, you awaken a power within you. You discover courage you never knew you had. You ignite ambition that cannot be stopped. Take the chance to start. Take the
Is tied with practiced hands. Every bow carries the fingerprint of its maker. No two are exactly alike. Scene eight,
Mr. Kimimi.
arrows of purpose. Visual.
Is that
A hunter usually shouts over a small fire. Another strikes the narrator. Just as the bow is personalized, so are the arrows. Separate arrows circulate simple wooden points for birds. Metal tipped arrows for natural resins bind feathers guide their flight. Some arrows carry powerful traditional substances. Knowledge passed only from elder hunters to trusted apprentices. This knowledge is sacred, never shared lightly, never taken for granted. Scene 9, the final moment. Visual. A hunter raises his bow slowly. A spring hare freezes. The arrow flies. Narrator. When the moment comes, there is no hesitation, no noise, only breath and release. The Hadzabe rely on accuracy born from lifelong practice. The hunter maintain only the shot he knows will be ethical and effective. Every arrow taken is visual. The camp erupts with laughter. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the hunt is never about glory. It is about community. Food is shared equally. Celebrated. Talked about around fires that burn moths at night. In this circle of warmth and smoke, stories flow. Stories of hunts, ancestors, and a way of life unchanged for millennia. Ending scene, sunset on the savannah. Visual. The sun sinks behind the acacia trees. Children play. The wind grows quiet. Narrator. In a world that changes faster each day, the Hadzabe remain a reminder of our shared human origins. Of a time when humanity lived with the land, not on top of it. Their traditions are not relics. They are living knowledge. Wisdom carved in wood, spoken in tracks. Carried in the footsteps of hunters who walk with the rhythm of the earth. This is the world of the Hadzabe.
Kata mimi usirekodi. Kata vitunguu vyako.
Amena pasta.
Achida ukuchame kuchate kota kwe achida pike oku mana akwata wimo olaniko imo olaniko mana
chichi klein alumeko
Hadzabe.
lume akwa kota obi kota ngapili khwemata tsere ichina api
Seme wela.
Wela.
Lami
agwede do kaya and bukan kaya and
Seme wela.
Wala sama chara sa no semengu. No semengu sa no semengu.
Mana kita ko ba? Mana kita ko hak. Dana sa ko. Aga ako. Aso. Adab. Kuasa kita terbuka. Sawanina, oh no. Oh sapa ada kotak omako saya kurubu. Kina tu.
Rami anami rami rami.
Apa ni? Utama.
Ada jaga jo. Ada mono.
Sudah ini gitu. Itu cerita bayi cerita nak kau ini. Ati mak. Kalau pina sasa sebuah yang oh.
Alaka sini aku ada tu ya sana.
Bala.
thọ gục không gục thọ qua gục mà có bà thưa gục chơi bà là gục bà là hạp bà là pha thọ nó ai gục bà là có hạp tụ mà có hạp có bà là các bạn có thích ai quan trọng nhá
Nak tadi kiri kamu saya isyarat kata kamu tadi kiri awak lagi nak.
Cuma.
Sana mo ha.
Sana.
Sana mo.
Apa you ah?
Apa yo ah.
Tu oma aku ayah. Ayah.
Ada saya ada tiga empat.
Ba Allah.
Ba Allah ham. Cek kawe ame. Kawe cek.
Ba Allah.
Usapa.
Kami shogai dah kau ugu sapa ah.
Isi ya tak siap.
Wow.
Wah ini.
Macam.
Nanti saya.
Aku baca sesuatu. Cheese. Baca sesuatu. Ina memang bukan apa. Baca sesuatu. Punya apa? Lara aku mah ayah aku. Kekku. Iya. Enak.
Enak kerja Cina.
Buat PA. Usapa kekku. Kau kata kekku. Oh, Hazane usapa a. Anak.
Anak, kau kena nami mana kita ba Allah.
Usapa a dita.
Ha, wala ko pa ba.
Bina ko omato.
Ha,
Kenen.
Ka chana mini na ko ati biso ta aka.
kai ko iban.
Coba cawi. Hati bicara cek ah. Cek otak kena mana kita ayah semua tua ayah sepa dengan koko.
Mana kita ni nak koko.
Wah banyak dah. Mami atu aja.
Macam ni si pele. Kita ayah cakap.
Busu boleh. Itu apa kau ya saya sebut. Kita nak ichi dah.
Asal aku lihat ini ada ni.
Aku ani.
Asal aku lihat ini.
Puasa sih.
Sama.
Alete. Ono, mana lagi. Cek atau ni.
Mama aku ichi.
Ami si toko ya bibi.
Kuah.
Tafadhali. Kachoko chamba.
Mzembe ni. Aso kwe.
Habisa maka. Kesada.
na tapka tisui cha memonyo
iso iko okoma u
okoko mamba mapambano kama konti yengo wetu
yao kwa sema
sami amo butaka meisho
kwa nayo wa kwa ka
gusundia kama oban kongoyo kwa
kanda ko alta kwa
Ita manako.
na kata sana sama teba
Pipia. Sama tanta pipia.
sama kai
ako tuwi kaya na bako sa
Alete.
Ikana ina mezuafe.
ta ako ata bugitita ato
ko te sa ata
Kana tawa ina na.
Ako na
Nate asina tena kikisoli ko. Wente juacho.
Ingia to kusia kujua na kibao kwa goyo. Ale aya alafu. Kaka obai kai alafu tabia kwa
Ale. Ale.
Hello bakwa ato.
Bicho.
Sama ta. Ikisema ako.
Eba bokotina. Apa onetina. Wewe.
Si ya kwa kombe kula kwa dai.
iya goka nga ka goka iya na ta obi che aman ito iba na makubuto kama ta amo biyo bay
Ale.
katabe lame koko
Wewe dada.
Ale.
Wada pika bwego na kula. Check.
Pa saka kameta.
Pakayo, ako pakabami pa.
Bicho, ale.
Sutina, subiya pakayo, ikako asukuma.
Ale. Ale.
Ikako iyako makiwe. Atada ya shamo hoto. Hoto da ya gembo hoto.
Si te ta ola tena unu.
Mango manje mashanga udo. Sili mango udo. Hadzabe udo dia udo. Agama gaja udo. Hadzabe ubi udo.
Ale.
Hadzabe megada.
Hadzabe hunting techniques arrows. The Hadzabe makes specialized arrows depending on what they plan to hunt. Each arrow differs in shaft material, tip design, weight, and whether poison is applied. Their arrow making reflects centuries of refined ecological knowledge. 1. Arrows for large game, e.g., kudu, zebra, buffalo. Purpose: deliver maximum lethality and deep penetration. Key features: poison tips. Made with potent plant toxins, usually Adenium coetaneum, desert rose. The poison is applied as a thick black paste on the metal or bone tip. Heavy, long shafts. These arrows are heavier to maintain momentum and to ensure the poison enters the bloodstream. Detachable metal heads. Many large game arrows have iron or steel tips that detach upon impact. This allows the poison tip to remain embedded while the shaft falls away, reducing the chance of the animal brushing the arrow out. Barbs. Some large game tips include barbs made from sharpened scrap metal to prevent easy removal. Hunting style. One arrow is typically enough, the hunter then follows the animal's tracks until the poison weakens it. 2. Arrows for medium game, e.g., warthog, impala, baboon. Purpose: balance between penetration and accuracy. Key features: smaller poison tips than those used for big game. Bone or horn tips are common, not always iron. Straight reed shafts for speed and accuracy. Light fletching, feathers, for stabilization. Hunting style. Often used during ambushes or while stalking through shrubs. These arrows kill more quickly than large game arrows because the animals are smaller and easier to track. 3. Arrows for birds, e.g., guinea fowl, hornbills. Purpose: disable without destroying meat or feathers. Key features: unpoisoned tips. Poison is never used for small animals or birds. Blunt ends carved from wood or shaped like a small knob. These blunt tips stun or break wings rather than penetrate deeply. Hunting style. Used when hunters mimic bird calls or hide.
Wow!
Documentary script. The Hadzabe, Masters of the Hunt. Narrated in a calm, deep, documentary-style voice. Opening scene, dawn over Lake Eyasi. Narrator. At the edge of northern Tanzania, where the sun rises over the dry savanna and the winds whisper ancient stories, lies one of the last true hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. The Hadzabe. Here, survival is not written in textbooks. It is learned under the vast African sky, passed down through generations, and carried in the hands of those who move with the rhythm of the land. Today, we walk with them. We listen. We learn. We witness a world where every footprint, every call, and every shadow holds meaning. Scene 1, the hunt begins. Visual. A group of Hadzabe men stand in the early morning light, bows slung over their shoulders, arrows resting in handmade quivers. Their bodies are lean, silent, attentive. Narrator. For the Hadzabe, hunting is not merely a task, it is a way of life. Before the heat rises, they set out across the open plains. They do not rush. They do not wander. They read the land. Scene 2, Master Trackers. Visual. Close-up shots of footprints in the dust. A hunter kneels, touching the soil. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the earth is a map. A broken twig reveals direction. Fresh dung, still warm, reveals time. A faint footprint tells a story of movement, hesitation, and fear. Hunters whisper to one another, following clues invisible to untrained eyes. Their tracking ability has been refined over tens of thousands of years. A living archive of ancestral knowledge. Scene 3, moving like the wind. Visual. Hunters glide between thorn trees, stepping lightly. Narrator. The Hadzabe move with remarkable silence. Every step is calculated. Every pause is deliberate. Animals do not hear them. Often, they do not even sense them. This silent movement allows the Hadzabe to get within shooting distance, sometimes less than 20 meters, without being detected. Scene 4, The Language of the Wild. Visual. A hunter cups his hands and makes a bird-like call. Another mimics monkey chatter. Narrator. To hunt successfully, the Hadzabe must speak the language of nature. They mimic the calls of birds and the cries of monkeys. These sounds both signal companions and lure animals closer. They know which birds follow elephants, which calls reveal honey, and which sounds mean danger. This is communication older than civilization itself. Scene 5, The Greater Honey Guide. Visual. A small bird flutters from branch to branch, calling sharply. A hunter smiles and follows it. Narrator. The relationship between the Hadzabe and the Greater Honey Guide bird is one of nature's most extraordinary partnerships. The bird leads the hunters to hidden beehives, high in trees or deep in rocks. In return, the Hadzabe leave behind wax and scraps of honey. Both species benefit. Both depend on trust. It is a bond found in few places in the world. Scene 6, Persistence Hunting. Visual. A lone hunter jogs steadily across hot terrain, tracking an animal far ahead. Narrator. In the heat of midday, when most animals hide in shade, some Hadzabe employ an ancient technique known as persistence hunting. The idea is simple, yet incredibly difficult. Follow the animal. Do not stop. Outlast it. After hours of pursuit, the animal becomes exhausted, and the hunter closes in. This is human endurance at its most primal. Scene 7, The Craft of the Bow, Boar. Visual. A Hadza elder sits beneath a tree, carving a piece of hardwood. Children gather around. Narrator. But no hunt can begin without the most important tool. The bow, called boar by the Hadzabe. Crafting a bow is an art. The wood must be chosen carefully, often from comifera or wild olive trees. It must bend without breaking. It must hold strength without becoming too heavy. The elder heats the wood, straightens it, and polishes it with patience. The bowstring, made from sinew or plant fibre. Is tied with practice points. Every bow carries the fingerprint of its maker. No two are exactly alike. Scene 8, Arrows of Purpose. Visual. A hunter shapes wood shafts over a small fire. Another scrapes the bark from a branch. Narrator. Just as the bow is personalized, so are the arrows. Different arrows serve different purposes. Simple wooden points for birds. Light shafts for small game. Metal-tipped arrows for larger animals. Natural resins bind the arrowheads. Feathers guide their flight. Some arrows carry powerful traditional substances. Knowledge passed only from elder hunters to trusted apprentices. This knowledge is sacred, never shared lightly, never taken for granted. Scene 9, The Final Moment. Visual. A hunter raises his bow slowly. A spring hair freezes. The arrow flies. Narrator. When the moment comes, there is no hesitation, no noise, only breath and release. The Hadzabe rely on accuracy born from lifelong practice. A hunter may take only the shot he knows will be ethical and effective. Every animal taken is respected. Nothing is wasted. Scene 10, Return to Camp. Visual. Hunters share meat with women and children. The camp erupts with laughter. Narrator. To the Hadzabe, the hunt is never about glory. It is about community. Food is shared equally. Celebrated. Talked about around fires that burn long into the night. In this circle of warmth and smoke, stories flow. Stories of hunts, ancestors, and a way of life unchanged for millennia. Ending scene, sunset on the savannah. Visual. The sun sinks behind the acacia trees. Children play. The wind grows quiet. Narrator. In a world that changes faster each day, the Hadzabe remain a reminder of our shared human origins. Of a time when humanity lived with the land, not on top of it. Their traditions are not relics. They are living knowledge. Wisdom carved in wood, spoken in tracks. Carried in the footsteps of hunters who walk with the rhythm of the earth. This is the world of the Hadzabe.
Okuai amagbete ta imiya. Kaka na ita ba tata mkota kwina megaika. Mkota tata osho benama. Gupe Pikichana Tachanate Toko so kwa ame Ali wa anakwe Let's eat akwe Ayamenta emedake kicha Icham dabakena kinkwe Abe aya agupe Ukuhe o anto ai to shuhe kakate sepa akwete ishi na jaka mbadi ya
Ila ulivyoniletea hii.
Panda. Te.
Na huyu si yuko hivi.